family and Adrian will then talk with us, and at the end, Aaron's going to do a quick safety briefing before we go and paddle some Class Joy on our journey down to Myland Mill. It's been quite a sight seeing hundreds of people arrive here this afternoon from our community by this special river, but it isn't a surprise to any of us, given the significant contribution that Bren had upon all of our lives and paddle sports. Bren's passion to explore the world with his kayak took him to the four corners of the world, making friends with everyone who came across him. Whether you grew up paddling with Bren, were part of his journey watching him become one of the world's best kayakers, were one of his incredible friends raising the bar for paddle sports, or someone who stayed tuned to the Send YouTube channel or joined Bren on the water at Park Jam, the whole paddling community were blessed to have experienced Bren's friendly and supportive smile to get out there and enjoy paddling. But whilst Bren's paddling was incredible, it was the level of stoke that Bren brought to the river and the strength of his passion to share that stoke with others that truly set him apart. And it's that stoke that we're here to celebrate today on the river. Today's a tough day for sure, I think we all know that, but I'd encourage everyone to remember that we're here to enjoy the joy of Class Joy. To take peace from those first paddle strokes, to surf a little wave, do a tailie on an eddy line, and be grateful to be part of this wonderful, wonderful community. A community that Bren dearly loved and spent his time nurturing for us. Bren Stoke won't be leaving this river or any river.
Hi guys, thanks so much for everybody for turning up. Thank you to all sponsors for arranging this. I know my son will be super stoked, super proud of you all, and ultimately that you're all getting on the water, you know, even so, because that was Bren's thing, wasn't it? Whatever happened, let's go kayaking. Yeah. So I've got a little bit of a speech, might be War and Peace, pick the wrong one up, typical Sam. So bear with me. So Bren's name has two meanings. The first is Prince and the second is brave and bold, which I think you will all find appropriate. Bren truly was a gift from the moment he arrived, and he was deeply loved and cherished by us all. His highly intelligent and amazing sense of humour, his legendary smile and laugh brought joy to all who knew him. His kindness and compassionate nature was apparent from an early age, and this continued throughout his life. Bren's courage and determination knew no bounds, and his sheer enthusiasm and determination to always be the best version of himself that he could be, whether that was on or off the water, was something that we all admired. Bren's inspirational words, thoughtfulness and good deeds helped many along the way. It was a true inspiration to all who met him, and put simply, to know Bren was to love him. His love for kayaking and the water brought many great achievements. Firstly in freestyle, it's so good to see a lot of you here that he competed with, so good, thank you. And he achieved, which he would say, shut up mum and move on. He achieved great medals, bronze, silver and gold. His first descents when he moved on and he met Dave Fusili, the Demshits team. I'm sorry I'm forgetting all the river crew and all the other guys from younger days. Gave him a passion for his waterfalls. All of that is legendary. I don't need to go into that. You all know that. You all know the story. It brought many eventful journeys. Me and Bren had many eventful journeys to the airport, often with kayaks hitting the back of our heads and paddles. And one time we forgot his camera, which, as you all know how important his camera was, so it was a quick boogie back. So Bren's formed many friendships, and way too many to mention you all, but we're all so appreciative and grateful that you always had people to help along the way, and just massively appreciative of you all of you who let Bren stay over and fed him, as he would say, and hang out. Bren was super talented at filming, editing. His thirst for knowledge enabled him to do many things. His love of good books, good coffee and good music and films carried him through many an epic journey. Bren was also very humble, not materialistic at all, and no matter what happened in his life, his solution was to let's go kayaking. Bren had a great love of all animals and acquired many along the way, including a pig in Uganda, which he saved from the inevitable, and also wanting to pet a brown bear in Manitoba, which a lot of you know that story. What I've loved since last night and today is hearing all your stories. Bren always loved to come home to his family, myself, his beautiful sister Crystal, who was always so proud, his legendary Nan, and his beloved dogs. He loved his time spent with cousins, his uncles and aunties, and he especially enjoyed Christmas. And Christmas for us was Bren being home. So, I was always so very proud of Bren, not only for his achievements, but for the man he became. So, he is always my hero, and he will remain so. And I feel blessed and honoured to have been his mum. Just want to thank all you guys for everything and for making this happen. And to all of you that love Bren as we did, we carry on. We carry our personal memories of him in our hearts, and I know that his spirit will be here with us all today. Thank you.
Hello. To be honest, I was struggling quite a bit the last couple of weeks trying to figure out what in the flying fuck do you say about this man. Pardon my language, but honestly, like, so many people know so many stories, have been part of so many stories. He's been to so many places, done so much crazy shit, just have done so much good stuff. So where do you start? Where do you stop? Honestly, I've really came to the conclusion that there's just not enough words out of my brain to do this man justice, honestly. So I always came back to this point that for me, Bren basically presents the purest form of purity in a human being, not diluted by any social standards, expectations, excuses, whatever it is. He was just pure love for his friends, for his family, for the river, for kayaking, for the community. And yeah, instead of going into depths and sentences about Bren and all that, I have this quote we also used in the very first movie, not the very first movie, but We Are Sent one movie, something he resonated with, he really loved, and it's a quote by Hunter Thompson, and it goes, "Life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid in, broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, wow, what a ride." I had to do this sentence about 200,000 times back in the day because I couldn't pronounce all these English words, and Bren held me up to my highest standards. That's definitely something he always did with his friends, and I feel like he really made this world a better place. Yeah. Something we also came up with the last few days is, I feel like there is a lot of learnings from Bren, not just on the river, how to cartwheel, how to move, how to do whatever, but learnings and understandings in life, with friendship, about so many different things. So, as you guys have probably already seen, there is papers and pencils which have been handed out, and I would like to ask you to write down one thing everybody learned from Bren, whether that was on a personal level, whether that's something you've seen in the video, or you just picked up as you knew things about our boy. So I would ask you guys to, maybe we take a minute or two, everybody writes down something they learned from Bren, of Bren, and we put that note into this kayak. Please also add your contact details, like an email address or something. We're going to make and create something out of this database, because this is an incredible amount of people from all over the world, so many generations in kayaking. This here is tens of thousands of years on the river, and yeah, I would like to honor that. We should make something out of this, so please everybody take a minute or two now, write down one learning you had from Bren, put it in this kayak, and then I'll pass over to Aaron to talk about safety and stuff, and then finally to Hiba. but please let's do that for now. Thank you.
You.